Across all LittleBigPlanet games, there have been more than 40 different worlds and themes, all with their unique look, aesthetic, atmosphere, and even soundtracks to match. Since I have covered the best and the worst levels from every game, following that trend, today I will be discussing the best world from every single LittleBigPlanet game, including the Sackboy game. So grab a seat and let's dive directly into it. The first LittleBigPlanet game has 8 different worlds in total, and from these 8, the best one's gotta be the gardens. I don't know if it's just nostalgia or anything like that, but I'm telling you, this world goes hard. Absolutely love the visuals and the overall vibes it has. It is definitely the perfect introduction to the game. The gardens even has an outstanding soundtrack to vibe while playing through all of the 3 levels it has to offer. All of these levels have basic gameplay overall, but the charming characters and the way it explains the basics of the game is very fun and entertaining. Gotta say though, the best character in this world must be Humpty Dumpty. I mean, the guy is still standing at the end of Journey Home in LittleBigPlanet 3 even after all the torture he must have went by us players. Overall, this world captures the very essence of LittleBigPlanet in utter perfection. One of the fewer known LittleBigPlanet games, the PSP version, just like the first game, has 8 worlds. Unlike its predecessor, the best world in this game is not the first one. For the best world here, I would need to go with the bazaar. Originally, I never thought I would like this theme the most, back when I played the game. But hey, I was stunned and pleasantly surprised by the incredible design the levels have. It feels straight from the Disney World. The bazaar has charming visuals, great music, and best of all, the strongest levels of the game. Absolutely love how entertaining and revolutionary its levels are for the standards of a game as old. The details and the characters make this one my favorite. Not to mention how difficult and easy at the same time some of the levels are. It has something for everyone. Okay, this might not come as a surprise at all for some of you, but the best world from the second game is Victoria's Laboratory. Cannot even begin to describe how much I love the visuals of this world. For me, they are the biggest selling point. I love the colors used in this one, and the way the levels give you Industrial Revolution vibes, served with lots of desert combined, is something truly amazing. The soundtrack is a killer, by the way, and the levels of this world, including the boss, are some of the strongest in the franchise. The way everything seems so alive, and the way the levels are so different, and at the same time so alike, make this world very unique. Gotta love the characters too, really like Victoria's chemistry with Da Vinci. Overall, it's a blast. Well, Sackboy Prehistoric Moves has only one world in total, so it is not a shock that the best world here is the prehistoric display, because it has no competition. The overall looks, vibes, and the prehistoric era make this one a must-play, so if you ever have the chance to play this short game, let me tell you that you would be very pleasantly surprised by how good it is. It captures the prehistoric era incredibly well, and the level it offers are very decent. Well, due to how spooky the PS Vita game is, the award for the best world of the game must go to none other than Spooky Mansion. They really didn't need to go as hard as they went, but Tarster still went the extra mile for this one. In total it has 7 levels and all of them are great. The visuals are amazing and the creepiness is exactly where it needs to be. The music is fantastic and the characters, the character, since it's only one crazy clown with her imaginary friends, is brilliant in my opinion. Mrs. Sunshine really does spread some laughter here and there when you play through all the levels. The name of the world though speaks for itself, because back when you play this for the first time, it really spooks you off with some of the jump scares. Overall, it's the perfect way to conclude the Vita game. Even though I haven't tried LittleBigPlanet Karting and have only seen it, the best world out of all of them is what they call in this game LittleBigPlanet. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It's basically the gardens, the wedding, and canyons from the first game implemented in the 3D racing style. It's pretty good, and it truly makes the world seem a lot bigger than in the first game due to the 3D camera. The visuals and the aesthetics are just like in the first game, but just better and more modernized. The soundtrack is incredible as always. Now, for those of you that have tried this game, which do you think is the best world? Do you think like me, or there is another world that you think is better? Comment down below and I'll be sure to read it. Anyways, moving on to the next game. One of the most underrated sequels of all time, LittleBigPlanet 3 has only 4 worlds. the Prologue, which includes Needlepoint Peaks and Stitcher Manor, and then Manglewood, Ziggurat, and Buncombe Lagoon. Honestly, all of them have incredible levels, but if I had to choose for a world overall, the best one would definitely be the Ziggurat. It's an incredibly designed world. From the Grand Hall to its levels, this world will absolutely blow your mind. The Moscow display and the cold yet warm atmosphere make this one feel very cozy and relaxing. Apart from the amazing visuals and looks, this world has some of the best music on the entire franchise. It even uses Tchaikovsky's Waltz of Flowers in one of the levels. It feels very dancey and musical in some kind of ways. Overall, this world is like a grand palace filled with big orchestras and ballet dancers. It's an absolute joy to play through all of its levels. Well, you already know this one from my previous video. The best world from the mobile spin-off game is none other than the Canyons. This one is the best compared to the others due to being challenging and very entertaining. Also because the visuals and the details make it so much better. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yet another underrated gem, Sackboy Big Adventure is a second 3D game that only focuses on the aspect of story mode. It has 6 worlds in total, each with more than 10 levels, so it's a long game, the longest on the franchise in fact. Anyways, the best world from this game, in my opinion as always, is the Kingdom of Crablantis. The visuals are top notch and even the map to choose a level is so well decorated. The grand coral reefs and the colors used in all of the levels complement the world in so many ways. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, this is the longest world in this game. The characters are funny and the soundtrack used is so good. And honestly, since it is an underwater world, I think it is definitely the best, since it is the first one in a LittleBigPlanet game. It really is refreshing, and the fact that they included my favorite power-up from the game again in this one, the grappling hook, deserves some huge respect. Swinging in 3D is the best. Yeah, I've talked before about the best world from this game that we do not speak of. So that's the end of the video. See you all in the next one, and please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. More content is on the way.